hello, wonderful probability and statistics students. Class was going to be, it was labeled ProbStats, anything you want. But we had some errors today. See? So from now on, all of the probability and statistics Class Connects will talk about whatever it is you want to come in. So you can treat them as open help. We can take the exact quiz, unit test, or TGA. And then today I was going to make sure that we talked about the part 2 of the test. A lot of you are already getting these in. I look forward to grading them. Thank you. Great job. And then today we start unit 2. Here's a help video for measures of center quiz unit 2 with all the stuff that was going on this morning. So, all right, let's go take a look though at this part 2. They're always required. They're always required. I think. So please just try your best. You'll get completion points, then a few points marked off if it's wrong, but not a lot, right? The points marked off are more for you to check that feedback, okay? All right, so here we go. And then again, this is where you'd add file, submit. I downloaded it. It downloads as a Word document, but you can write this on paper. You can complete any of the TGAs any way that makes sense and works best for you, okay? So here it is as a Word document. You got to click Enable Editing. And we'll go over this portion real quick. I'm going to hit File, Save As. I'm going to browse. I'm going to save it under Documents, and I'm going to save this as ProbStats Unit 1 TGA, and you can even put like your name or something. That way it is. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. So if it needs something like that, you can read it like, okay, it's going to be updated to the newest form. Something might go wrong, but that's all right. Just save it anyway. Okay, cool. So now we have it saved. It'll save our work, and we'll go from here. The data shows the fuel economy in miles per gallon of the cars owned by a rental company. Okay, this is wonderful. So think about you're working at Budget or Enterprise or whatever rental company, or maybe you're young and you want to start your own rental car company. You figured it out, you work there, and you're like, you know what, I can do this. I can do this as a business, and here's how I'm going to do it. One of the things you would want to know is the fuel economy of each of your rental cars. And that might help you make some observations, come to some conclusions about which cars are best to offer, so forth. So we're going to create a frequency table using class widths of 5. So part A is a frequency table. B, create a frequency histogram. Oh, if you saw my fiasco of trying to figure it out. So we'll go use a histogram maker online. With class bin widths of 5, describe the shape of the distribution. Okay, so notice it says just frequency, not a relative frequency. There is a difference, okay? All right, now we just need to organize this data. So let's insert, up here, insert table. We're gonna say class widths of 5. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of guess. So we'll have the miles per gallon, and then we'll have the count. So we'll need, I don't know, we'll start with that. Here you can just kind of find a quick one. I'll use orange. I love orange. It's my favorite color. Where did it go? That's fine. Home. Ay. Okay, we don't need it to be this big, so I'm going to adjust it. There we go. Oop, and it should come back up here. We can bring it back up here. And the formatting, I know it can sometimes be frustrating. That's okay. So this is the miles. We'll just do MPG. This is going to be the count or whatever you want it, or number of cars. Okay. So now we kind of need to organize the data. So what's my lowest one? Looks like 19, 17, 16, 18. Okay, so I might do 15 to 20. And it's okay if you do a different one. 21 to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 to 25. Okay, that makes sense. 25, 6 to 30. 30 to 35. Is anything over 30? Yep. 35 to 40. Ooh. And then if you need more, right click, insert below. It's like 41 to 45. This should be 36. Sorry. This should be 31. There we go. 15. So that should be 16 to 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I'm going to change them again. This is what it takes. I'm going to do 15 to 19, 20, because do we have any lower? Can we do 16? Do we have a 15 or anything lower? Okay, no, let's just leave it. 16 to 20, and we'll just call it like that. 21 to 25, because again, that's 5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So a width of 5. All right. So now we count. So how many are in that range? I'm going to use the highlighter so I can count them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, I decided to pull up the answer key to see which bins they use, because that will change our answer. That will change what we find. They did use 15 to 19, 20 to 24, and so forth. So we have a different one, and that's okay. Whichever ones you want to use is fine. It'll just change your answers, if that makes sense. It'll change the way your histogram looks. So maybe we will go ahead and transition back to theirs. So we'll do 15 and 19. And we'll do 20 to 24. And then we'll do 25 to 29. And we'll do 30 to 34. And we'll do 35 to 39. And then we'll do 40 to 44. Okay, so now we're going to have the same bin widths as they do. Do you see that? And the way it's working is because when it says class width of 5, so 5 values that would be counted in there, right? So 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 miles per gallon are all in that class. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different data points. All right, so let's get to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. I like this better anyway because it is talking about like how many cars get less than 20 miles to the gallon. So I think that's good. And these are like 20 to 24, all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's keep going. I'm going to change this to this. And we need 20 to 24. Oh, 24 is included. $23 is included. 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 Ooh, included. Included. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know if you're thinking to yourself, this is really boring. Part of data is, or part of statistics and probability is organizing your data. Okay, so now we need 25 to 29. So boop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can fast forward through this part. Okay. All right, 30 to 32. I'm just showing you different methods of organizing. However it makes sense to you, writing it down on paper, trying just to count it. 30 to 32. 34 is included in this pink. 30 to 34. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. 33. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other reason I want to do the same bin widths is so we can check our work, right? We can see if we did get the same thing as our answer key. So then we know we did it right, or at least we did it to the same level that somebody else would agree. 35 to 33. Oh my gosh, 35 to 39. All right, I got 2. Oh, we're going to need another look. And so there's only 1 and then 47. We need another row. Insert below to have 45 through 49. Why is it not over to the right? Here we go. And there's only one of those. All right, so now 4754211 is what we found. Let's see if that's saying 4754211. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to take this with us, Control Copy, and I'm going to put it on ours. You're like, how come? Why are you doing that? Well, I just want to do this real quick. Boop. Because in front of text, this little button will help you decide how you want it to wrap around the text. I usually put it in front of text and so I can drag it wherever I want. Right now I can drag it literally wherever I want on the page. Just makes it easier for me for formatting purposes. Okay, so we did A, we just did B. Like, no, we didn't. You are cheating. Correct. I am cheating. I wonder if we can turn this into a chart. Control Copy. Can we make a chart or a graph? No. Let's make a graph. Add a chart. Okay. Histogram. Okay. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Let me come up to here. So now I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to delete it or clear contents. I know. Then I'm going to, can I paste special? No, it's fine. Control V. I know that doesn't make sense. Wait, what's this? Edit data in Microsoft Excel. I need to delineate, like comma delineated. Okay. So really quickly, I need the tools basically is what I needed. So data, pin, okay. Fast forward. Text to columns. There it is. I knew it was up here. Delimited with a comma, not a tab. Next. Finish. Okay. So now that should be all of our data instead of typing it out. Control X. And now we can do paste. Hey. Paste options. Whoa. No, we should be able to paste, switch to columns. Okay, hold on. Control copy. right here, transpose, and then I'll hit Control Copy, and I'll hit Control V, and then I'll hit highlight that, clear contents, highlight this, clear contents, and now we should be good. This is the chart in Microsoft Word. Okay, so then in our chart, we need to come over to here, the horizontal axis. Okay, the width. Does that even matter? That's not changing it. That's not what we want. Text options, no. Okay, we want to edit this. We want to change the chart. Because see, I want it to go from 15 to 19. How do we change this? There we go. Bandwidth of 5. There we go. Okay, but it starts at its lowest number. Mm. Mm-hmm. So maybe we need a bandwidth of 4. No, it still doesn't help us. Number of bins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now it's frozen. All right, anyway, so there's no way for me to make this what I want it to be. Word just unexpectedly quit. It's going to restart. But let's go to a histogram maker. This is what it takes. This is like, I have to do the same way. And I don't know, it's just really frustrated. So I did histogram maker last time because I remember I don't enjoy using histogram option on Word. So it's okay, save. I have no idea what's happening. Continue. Okay, so here is the histogram. This one, I'm just gonna leave it there. See if this, I need to hit this in front of text. So now I can move it where I want to move it because otherwise it just bothers me. So take a look. Between 15 and 19, which means it goes right up to 20, there's 4. Between 20 and 25, there's 7. Between 25 and 30, there's 4. 30 and 35, there's 2. 30 to 34, there's 4. 35 to 39, there's 2. And then there's 1 and there's 1. So that's what the histogram should look like. And you are welcome to just use a draw function. You would be welcome to just use like a shape function. You could just use a table and put that in, if that makes sense. So like instead of even trying to make an official chart, you could just insert a table. Let's see, you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need it to be 7 across. So let's make it 8 or 9. So you have some space. And then you need to make it up to 8. Yeah, that works. So 9 by 2, 9 by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, perfect. All right, so we make an 8 by 8 table. And then here you can just take this table, right? You could label this. Hold on, let me make it smaller. Let me click on it again. Okay. And then here you could just do things like insert a text box, simple text, frequency. Yeah, just wherever. I don't want the text box in there. I just want to move it. Can't we rotate it? All right. Well, anyway, I'll let you guys figure that out. That's silly. Oh, there it is. I like PowerPoint better. Anyway, frequency and all right, just draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be, let's see, if say this one is 15, this would be 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, right? And 15 to 19, there was 4. 20 to 25, 24, there was 7. 25 to 29, there was 5. 30 to 34, there was 4. 35 to 39, there was 2. There was 1. And then 45 to 50, there was 1. Okay, so after all of that, that's kind of what your histogram will look like. You can fill it in. You can use the draw function. You could use a bar graph, which would probably be the easiest. But the thing about histograms, the key concept is that they are all right next to each other. With this bar stopping, it doesn't quite hit 20. It stops right before. Just like this bar goes right away up, all the way up to 25, but not 25. And that's kind of how you read a histogram, as it goes every possible value. That this one, this 19 and 0.99999 miles per gallon, boom, all the way up to there, and then it moves forward. Okay, describe the shape of the distribution. The last little bit, well, taking a look at this, if we were just to draw a curve, I would say slightly skewed right, a slight skew right. We have most of our data right here. So if we plobbed it, we can kind of see it's being pulled to the right. So we would call that a skewed right distribution. Let's go a little bit faster. Histogram maker on the internet. You can figure out how you want to make it. There's a lot of different things you can do. Please enter your values above. You could just sit here and type it, right? And you could have had all the values right for you. Copy. Get out of this. Come over here. Control V. See if it works. If it doesn't work, Control V. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Generate. Boom. So now the class widths are over here. It gives you all sorts of cool information we'll talk about more. You can edit the histogram by the lowest class value. We need 15. We need 7, right? Specify class range, yes. 5. Edit histogram. There you go. Nice. So I just looked up histogram maker, right? And then boom, we have our dual data. Okay, moving on. It's getting kind of laggy. What is this thing doing? Why are you following me? I don't know what you're doing. So let's just get rid of you. It followed us. Okay. Ooh, a double stem and leaf plot that compares the birth years for the climbers who reach the summit. Describe the shape of and the distribution of the years for those who reach the summit, and what conclusion can you draw? So part C is completely up to you. For this one, I would definitely insert table. Boop. We actually only need 3. And we'll scroll down like this for now. Okay, this is where my stem is going to be. And let's see, this will be leaves, leaf, and leaf. Okay, for the birth years, so leaf of, let's see, what do we want to do? Did not reach. Leaf of reached the summit. So far, so good. So then what I'm going to have in here is the 19 somethings. So what's the lowest one you see? 40s? 30s. Ooh. Okay, so that is the stem. The year will be the next part. So then you actually, no matter what, even if we didn't have any in the 40s or the 50s, you still put the stems in numerical order. Any 2000s in there? Okay. Okay, cool. So now let's just do the reached the summit ones. Let's see, reached the summit. Any in the 30s? Nope. Just leave it blank. You don't put a 0, you don't put anything, because we're now putting the leaves. The leaves is going to be the ones place of the year. Let's look at the 40s. 46. So we put a 6. That's it. Okay, 50s. 3. Oh, I'm going to arrow back over 0. And if you want to put a comma, you can. You can just put some spaces, however you want to show. But 1 digit is a leaf. Okay, 6. 46, right? And now 50's the 50 and 53. Okay, great. 60s. So there's a 0. There's a space 5. Oh, space 7. Okay, the 1. See, we still put them in numerical order. Even down here in the leaves, right? Put the stems in numerical order, like years of lowest to highest, and you put the leaves in numerical order, no matter the order they appear in your data set. All right, on to the 70s. So I see a 3 and a 1. So I'll arrow back 1. Okay, 80s. I see a 0. All right, that's it. Ooh. So there's our data over there. Now let's take a look at these ones. Also, I'm going to go home. I'm going to have this whole column angle to the left, including this too as well. I'm going to have the stem center. This is like formatting. It's not necessary. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. 30s, 39. That's it. Okay, 40s. So let me go down. We got 5. I'll rearrange them in a second. 45, 45, 45, 40, 40, 40, 40s. Okay, that's it. 50s. You don't have to organize it this way too. You can like put it in there however you want. And it just takes as long as it takes. Okay. 60s. Let's see. 68. 64. Okay, so then because where this side is we're moving it out, it's kind of in reverse order. Does that make sense? So I'm putting the lowest closest to the stem. So it's margined to the right. And that's just for the visual, as like the closest number is the lowest number, and will increase as we go towards the left now because it's a double stem and leaf plot. Okay, let's move on. We're in the 70s now, so I see a 0. 0. Yep, even if there's more than one, you put it in there, right? 3. Okay, so I'm going to put that 3 on the outside. Space, 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 space. There we go. I think there's 3 spaces and everything. Space. There we go. Just to make it look nice. That doesn't really matter. Okay, 80s. 4, 2, 9, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so now the 2 needs to go over here, and then the other 4 needs to go over there. We should be good to go. Space, 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 space. That's just to keep them all even. You can do however you want. 1999, we got 2, 2, 2, 1, 3. Okay, so we just need to take that 3, put it over here. Space, 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 space. Cool. So there it is. We did it. We just did it using the tool, the table tool in Microsoft Word, and I just kind of organized it like that. So I wanted to show you that part of it because sometimes one of the frustrating parts about probability and statistics class is how do we use the technology to do what the assignment is asking. Okay, so now we just described the shape of the distribution of the years who've reached the summit. So I'm going to go to draw. Now just imagine if we could rotate this. Say we could rotate this, whoop, and then make it horizontal, right? So like make this now the horizontal, and then we draw our shape. So boop, boop. Oh, look at that. It looks like a bell. Ring the bell. Ding-a-ling-ling. Yeah. So I'd say those who reached the summit as a bell-shaped curve. Let's go take a look at these guys over here. Ooh. Well, that's going to be different. Okay, but now how would I draw this horizontally? Well, 1930 would actually be over here. So the tail would kind of look more like this. Does that make sense? So we would start our data over here because the 1930s, so the little part, and then most of the 1990s, which would be over here. So this would be our data. And remember, if we have most of our data right here, the direction that the tail goes is the skewed direction. So that looks like it's the left. This would be skewed left. Okay. Almost done. Why does it come with me? That's it. Or that is done. Cool. Just 2 questions. 2 questions and we're done. Score for question 1. Score for question 2. Part 3, I just want to hear what you guys think about the data. What conclusion can you draw from the double stem and leaf plot? Totally up to you. Not even going to talk about what I see. Just want to see what you guys see. So part C, use whatever you want, right? Whatever you want to write about. And I hope this helps. We got to work through what we got to work through. You're always welcome to click through whatever you need to click through. Let me know how I can make these better. And just reach out if you ever need anything.